Look in the mirror. Go ahead, right now. Look. Not at your hair, not at your clothes, not at the parts of yourself you have learned to either fix or ignore every morning before you walk out the door and face the world. Really look. Look at the person staring back at you and ask yourself one question. One honest, brutal, no excuses question that most people spend their entire lives running from. Are you proud of that person? Not are you happy, not are you comfortable, not are you doing okay by most people's standards, not are you surviving. Are you proud? Because there is a difference, a massive, life-defining, everything-changing difference between a life that is comfortable and a life that is earned. Between a person who is getting by and a person who can look themselves in the eye without flinching. Without that quiet shame that creeps in when the world gets still and you are left alone with the truth of what you have and have not done. And if you felt something shift in your chest when I asked that question, if something in you got quiet, got heavy, got uncomfortable, good. That discomfort is the most honest thing you have felt in a long time. And today, we are not going to run from it. Today, we are going to walk straight into it. Because on the other side of that discomfort is the version of you that you have been putting off becoming for way too long. This is the accountability mirror, and it is about to change everything. Let me tell you something that nobody in your life has had the courage to say to you directly. The reason your life is not where you want it to be, the real reason, not the comfortable story you've been telling yourself and everyone around you, is not bad luck. It is not the economy, it is not your circumstances, your upbringing, the people who wronged you, or the opportunities that never came your way. The reason is standing in that mirror. Now, before you shut this off, before that defensive part of your brain kicks in and starts building the case for why that is not fair, why your situation is different, why I could not possibly understand what you have been through, I need you to stay with me. Because what I am about to say to you is not an attack. It is not criticism. It is the most respectful thing anyone has ever said to you. Holding you accountable means believing you are capable of more. It means refusing to treat you like a victim of your own life. It means looking you in the eye and saying, I know you have more in you than what you have been giving. I know the gap between who you are and who you could be. And I am not going to pretend that gap doesn't exist just to make you feel comfortable. Because you have been made comfortable enough. And look where it has gotten you. Part of you knows exactly what I am talking about. Part of you has known for a while. There is something, maybe one thing, maybe several, that you have been avoiding, that you have been explaining away, that you have been promising yourself you will get to when the time is right, when things settle down, when you feel ready. And every day you wait, that thing gets heavier. The weight of what you have not done compounds, just like the weight of what you have done. Except instead of building you, it quietly crushes you. It becomes the thing that lives in the back of your mind at 2 in the morning when you cannot sleep. It becomes the gap between the life you are living and the life you know, deep down, honestly, you are capable of. That gap. That is what we are talking about today. That is what the accountability mirror is designed to close. The accountability mirror is not a metaphor. It is a practice. A daily, deliberate, uncomfortable practice of standing in front of your own reflection and telling yourself the truth. The full truth. Not the version of the truth that is softened by context and qualified by circumstance and dressed up in reasonable explanations so that it doesn't hurt as much. The actual truth. You said you were going to wake up earlier. Did you? You said you were going to work on that thing. The thing that matters. The thing that has been sitting on the back burner of your life for months or years. Did you? You told yourself this week would be different. Was it? You made a promise to yourself, maybe small, maybe quiet, maybe something nobody else even knows about. Did you keep it? These are not rhetorical questions. These are the questions the mirror asks every single morning, without sympathy, without excuses, without the gentle reassurance that you are doing your best, and that is enough. Because here is what no one tells you about doing your best. Your best is not a fixed thing. It is not a ceiling. It is not the limit of what you are capable of. Your best is a moving target. And the only way it moves upward is if you are honest enough to acknowledge when you are not meeting it. Most people cannot handle that. Most people look away. They glance at their reflection just long enough to fix the surface, the hair, the clothes, the presentation they show the world, and then they look away before the deeper question can form, before the honesty can land, before the mirror can show them something they are not ready to face. And so they move through their days in a kind of managed denial, not lying to themselves exactly, just not telling themselves the whole truth. Rounding up when they think about their effort, rounding down when they think about what they are settling for, living in the comfortable middle ground between who they actually are and who they know they should be. That middle ground is the most dangerous place in the world, because it is comfortable enough that you stop feeling the urgency to change, but honest enough that you never fully escape the knowledge of what you are not doing. It is a slow suffocation, a life lived at half volume, not bad enough to force a crisis, not good enough to feel like it was worth it. And years pass in that middle ground, decades pass, and one day you look up and you realize that all the things you were going to do someday, all the things you were saving for when the time was right, the time ran out. That is the cost of not using the mirror. So let's talk about what it actually looks like to use it. Because practice without application is just entertainment, and we are not here for entertainment. We are here for transformation.
Every morning, before the phone, before the news, before the notifications and the emails and the social media feeds that immediately pull your attention away from yourself and into the performance of your life, you stand in front of the mirror. You look yourself in the eye, and you have a real conversation. Not a pep talk, not a list of affirmations, not motivational phrases you repeat until they feel true. A real, honest, adult conversation with yourself. The kind you would have with someone you respect enough to tell the truth to. You look yourself in the eye, and you ask, who am I being right now? Not who am I trying to be, not who do I want to become. Who am I actually being today with the choices I am making and the standards I am holding myself to? And then you answer honestly. If the answer feels good, if you can look yourself in the eye and genuinely say, I am showing up, I am doing the work, I am being the person I said I was going to be, then hold that standard, raise it, find the next level. If the answer does not feel good, if there is that familiar heaviness, that quiet shame, that knowing, then you do not explain it away. You do not minimize it. You do not tell yourself it was a hard week and you will do better when things calm down. You look yourself in the eye and you say, I did not do what I said I would do. I did not keep my word to myself. And that is not who I am going to be anymore, starting today. And then, this is the part that matters. You go do something about it, immediately, not after breakfast, not after you check your phone, right now. The mirror conversation ends and action begins, because a conversation without action is just noise, honest noise, but noise. This is where the accountability mirror separates itself from every other self-improvement concept you have ever encountered. It does not ask you to feel better about yourself. It asks you to be better. It does not care about your emotional state or your level of motivation or whether conditions are favorable. It asks one question and it demands one response. Are you doing what you said you would do? Yes or no, then act accordingly. Now I want to go somewhere that most people are not willing to go, because everything we have talked about so far is the surface of accountability, the daily practice, the morning ritual, the honest conversation in the mirror. But there is a deeper layer, a harder layer, and it is the layer that actually determines whether any of this changes your life or just becomes another thing you tried for a week and then forgot about. That layer is radical personal responsibility. Radical, not moderate, not reasonable, radical. Radical personal responsibility means that you look at every single outcome in your life, every failure, every disappointment, everything that has not gone the way you wanted, and you ask, what role did I play in this? Not what role did circumstances play, not what could have been different about the situation. What did I do or not do that contributed to this outcome?
This is an incredibly uncomfortable question to sit with, honestly. Because most of the time, when you sit with it long enough, you find the answer. And the answer is usually some version of, I knew. I knew what I should have done, and I did not do it. I knew the standard I needed to hold, and I let it slip. I knew the conversation I needed to have, and I avoided it. I knew the work that needed to be done, and I found reasons to put it off. I knew, and I didn't. That is not a comfortable place to live, but it is an extraordinarily powerful one. Because if your choices created your current reality, even in part, even alongside circumstances that were genuinely outside your control, then your choices can create a different reality. The same mechanism that built the life you do not want can build the life you do. That is the hidden gift inside radical accountability. The responsibility and the power are the same thing. You cannot have one without the other. You cannot claim the power to change your life without accepting the responsibility for the life you have. Most people want the power without the responsibility. They want the ability to build something different without having to acknowledge that they built this. And so they stay stuck, waiting for something outside of themselves to change so that they can finally begin. The mirror will not let you wait. The mirror makes the responsibility undeniable because it puts you right in front of the only person who was there for every decision, every choice, every moment where you showed up and every moment where you didn't. That person knows, and the mirror makes sure you cannot pretend otherwise. Let's talk about something that gets missed in almost every conversation about accountability. The relationship between keeping your word to yourself and the confidence you carry through the world. Most people think confidence comes from success, from achievements, from hitting goals and getting results, and building things that other people can see and recognize. And those things do contribute to confidence, but they are not the foundation of it. The foundation of real confidence, the kind that does not waver when things go wrong, the kind that is not destroyed by failure, the kind that holds when everything external is shaking, is the relationship you have with your own word. When you consistently keep your word to yourself, when you say you will do something and you do it, when you set a standard and you hold it, when you make a commitment in the mirror and you honor it, you build something inside yourself that no external result can manufacture. You build self-trust. And self-trust is everything. It is the quiet knowledge, built rep by rep over time, that when you say you are going to do something, it happens. That you can be counted on, not by other people, but by yourself. That the person in the mirror is someone who can be taken seriously, someone who means what they say. Most people do not have that relationship with themselves. They have a long history of promises made and broken, of good intentions that dissolved in the face of discomfort, of standards set and then quietly abandoned when holding them became inconvenient. And they feel it, even if they never articulate it. There is a kind of low-grade distrust of themselves that lives underneath everything, a doubt about their own follow-through, a knowledge kept just below the surface of conscious thought that they are not entirely reliable, not even to themselves. That distrust is corrosive. It eats at everything. It makes bold action feel unsafe because deep down, you are not sure you will follow through. It makes commitment feel dangerous because your history suggests you might not keep it. It puts a ceiling on what you will attempt and what you believe you deserve, because a person who does not trust themselves does not feel worthy of big things. The accountability mirror breaks that cycle. Every morning that you look yourself in the eye and tell the truth, Every time you acknowledge where you fell short and decide to do better, every time you make a promise to yourself and then go keep it, you are building self-trust, one small, quiet, private transaction at a time. And as that trust builds, everything else builds with it. The confidence becomes real because it is based on evidence. The commitments become serious because you know you will honor them. The goals become achievable because you have proven to yourself, rep by rep, that you are someone who does what they say. That is the long game of the accountability mirror. Not just the morning practice, the cumulative transformation of your relationship with yourself over months and years of honest daily reckoning. There's one thing I want to address before we close, because I have said hard things today, and I want to make sure you hear what I'm not saying. I am not saying that everything in your life is your fault. I am not saying that circumstances do not matter, or that the advantages some people have and others do not have are not real. I am not saying that trauma doesn't leave marks, or that the cards you were dealt are irrelevant. Life is not fair. It has never been fair. Some people start the race from a much harder place than others. But here's what I know, and what the evidence of every person who has ever built something meaningful from difficult circumstances confirms. Where you start does not determine where you finish. What happened to you does not determine what you do next. The hand you were dealt does not determine how you play it. What determines all of that is you, the decisions you make, the standards you hold, the daily practice of looking yourself in the eye and demanding more from yourself than the world expects of you. That is available to you, regardless of where you started, regardless of what you have been through, regardless of how many times you have tried and fallen short. The mirror does not care about your history. It only cares about right now, this moment, this decision, this chance to be someone different than you were yesterday. And every morning it is there, waiting, patient, honest, asking the same question it is always asked. Are you proud of the person looking back at you? The answer to that question, the real answer, the honest answer you give when no one else is listening, that is the compass of your life. Follow it. Let it make you uncomfortable. Let it demand more from you than you think you have to give. Because the person you are capable of becoming, the fully realized, disciplined, self-respecting, word-keeping version of you, is not some distant fantasy. They are not a different person with different genetics living a different life. They are the person in that mirror, right now, waiting for you to stop looking away. Look back, tell the truth, and then go live it.